Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to yet another banger of of a show, right? For lack of a better word. I hope you guys are good. I hope you guys are good. Good evening, traders. Good day. Good morning, wherever you are joining us from. Welcome to yet another episode of our recordings and whatnot, videos, whatever you call it. Don't forget to subscribe, share the video with your loved ones, those who are new to trading. So today I'm just gonna share with you guys a very powerful strategy that has made me a couple of thousands, dollars in dollars. So this is a very powerful strategy that is proven, tried and tested over and over and over. This is all about currency correlation, right? How do I write currency? Currency correlations. Currency correlations. Basically, this is how currencies are related to one another. Do you know what I'm saying? So, how is the pound related to the dollar? How is the Japanese yen related to the pound? Something like that. So in Setswana or whatever language, maybe I can explain this in Setswana. Correlation is just a fancy word that means or how is something related to another one, to another thing. I hope that makes sense. I've tried to, for lack of better words, for me to explain that. So currency correlation, we have what we call positive correlations, and we have positive correlations and negative correlations. If, for example, I was to take like USD pairs, right? I guess you all know USD pairs, right? This will be my USD pairs, how currencies are paired together. We all know that the first currency is known as the base, and the second one, like you take two currencies, a base and a quote, and then they have a price. Like the first currency is known as a base, right? So let's say, for example, GBP USD will be the pound dollar, or the pound versus the dollar. You know what I mean? So with that said, pound dollar, if the pound is strong, price is going to buy. And if the pound is if the pound is stronger than the dollar, at any given moment, price is going to go up. And if the pound is weaker or relatively weaker, I think I have to put it that way, it means price is going to sell. So with that said, if you take dollar pairs, this will be GBP USD, Euro USD, and then you have NZD USD, AUD USD, right? So all these pairs, they move in the same direction, right? If we were to take I'll try to explain. If we were to take a weak dollar, like holding everything constantly, what the ceteris paribus in economics, holding everything constantly. If we have a weak dollar, all these pairs are going to buy. Like GBP USD is going to buy, Euro USD is going to buy, NZD USD, holding everything constantly, right? And then if we have a strong dollar, all these are going to sell. That's just how positively correlated. So they are positively correlated, meaning they move in the same direction. A strong dollar, they'll all sell. A weak dollar, they'll all buy. The same as gold. If you wonder why our signals are always on point with gold, is because we know the correlation works out perfectly well. If the dollar is strong, gold is gonna sell. If the dollar is weak, gold is gonna buy, right? And then we have these ones: USD, CAD, USD, CHF, and then USD, JPY, right? So if we have USD, JPY, USD, CAD, USD, CHF, so what this means now is, if we have a strong dollar, the ones at the top are going to sell. because the dollar is strong. And then quarter sequan, like here, USD CAD and USD CHF, we are going to have USD being strong, price is going to buy. Because here, the dollar equal left thing. And if the dollar is on the left, is a base, and the dollar is strong, price is going to do what? It's going to buy. Am I making sense? It's just vice versa. So they are positively correlated. They are positively correlated, meaning they move the same way. If USD CAD is buying, let me just jump into this so that you see what I'm talking about. I think examples are always perfect. So if you look here, USD what? USD CAD, GBP USD was selling. You see? For so many hours, like today, from round about 1-ish, 2-ish, price GBP USD was selling. If you go to Euro USD, same, it was also selling. Only now there is a pullback. Obviously, they will move differently at different times, but the direction is always the same, right? And then if you go to AUD, US, I don't want to make this video to be very long. AUD USD, you see also same. Price was selling, and then here we are at a support. We expect price to bounce, retrace, retest. Then it should start going up. NZD USD, same. You know what I'm saying? So this is. I guess you understand what I'm saying. So if you look at NZD, whatever, this one, there is a bit of a mix-up. There was a pullback and then it went up. But most times, like 80% to 90% of the time, we always have that happening, right? Like, for example, if I was to take JPY pairs, right? If I was to take JPY pairs, like we have GBP, or let me just start with the US dollar. USD, JPY, GBP, JPY, right? Euro. This is just how they are paid, guys. Don't ask me why. You should just do a bit of research. You know, NZD, JPY. You know, AUD, JPY. Obviously, here the JPY is the weakest. That's why it's on the right. And then we have CAD, JPY, right? What else? CAD, JPY, NZD, JPY, AUD, JPY. I think this is the last one. There are supposed to be 7, right? So we have NZD, JPY, AUD, JPY. Yeah, so we are all good. So if you look at all this, if we have a JPY or the yen, if the yen, a strong yen, what do you expect? If we have a strong, my handwriting is horrible, right? A strong JPY or Japanese yen, all these are going to sell. Price is going to go down. If we have a weak yen, what's going to happen? Price is going to go all the way up. For all of these, obviously it might be at different intervals, but the direction is the same. So JPY pairs, we in essence or incidentally, we can say the all JPY pairs have what? They have a positive correlation, because unless if the JPY is a base. But here you can see of all these, of all the major currencies, the big 8, the JPY is a quote. So we have a base, right? We have a base and a quote. Quote QUTE. So if you look here, the GBP is a base, the USD is a quote. Quarter sequa, the USD is a base. Here, you know what I'm saying? So here the JPY is a quote. And all the other ones are, you understand what I'm saying? They are kitty base. So in short, we have to say, if the base is stronger than the quote, price is going to buy. I think we have to put that in writing, right? So if the base is stronger than the quote, this is what I'm trying to say. If the base is stronger than the quote, like here, if the base is stronger than the quote, price will go up, price will buy. If the base, say they are stronger than the quote, price is going to buy. And if the base is weaker than the quote, these ones, price is going to sell. And vice versa. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's just it. And another secret that I need to tell you is that the euro JPY is positively correlated to a lot of stocks and indices. Like if you look at the Dow Jones or the Nikkei or the Nasdaq or whatever, if this is selling, the Dow Jones will also sell, and the Nasdaq will also sell. More often than not, unless the market is just a bit jumbled up. Do you know what I'm saying? So correlation is a very, very powerful strategy. If you know how some things are correlated, for example, if you were to look at, I think I need to stress this a lot. If you were to look at the JPY right now, if you were to look at, let's say, let me just check if you look at this, Nasdaq is selling like crazy, right? Obviously, price went up, failed to break that high, came back down, failed to create a higher high here. It failed to take out that high. After failing to take out that high, what happens? It crashes, right? If it crashes, look, and then we go to the Dow Jones. Same thing, price failed to, so this is more like a double top or triple top. Boom, came down, boom, then came back, pushed up. Now it's pushing up. You can see it was selling. So if you look at those indices and then you look at the Euro JPY, look, Euro JPY crashing like crazy. If the Euro JPY is, you see, the same time, you see that price pattern that formed on the Dow Jones or the US 30. Price came here, went down, and up, then crashed. The same thing, just like Nasdaq, same. You go to your stock. So this thing is, the Euro JPY is positively correlated to a lot of stocks and indices. If you were to go to your stocks right now, looking at like your Facebook, you see, it's also selling. Obviously, if Nasdaq is selling, it means a lot of these big companies are also selling, like your Nasdaq, your what else? You know what I'm saying? So that's basically how it works. That's basically how it works. And another thing that you need to know is if the dollar is usually let me not. I think this one might confuse you. So if you look here, I guess you understood about the correlation, how it works. If you look at JPY pairs, you see JPY pairs right now, JPY crashing, selling. If you go to USD JPY, we should also find it selling. You see, this is a big sell. This red candlesticks that you see here, these ones, here, from there to here, it shows that price was crashing. We look for another JPY pair. Like, which one should we look for? AUD JPY. Look, price should also, you see, price has also crashed. So this shows the correlation of how powerful this strategy is. If you look at GBP JPY, look, crashing like crazy. You see, crashing, selling. Do you know what I'm saying? You look at NZD or CAD JPY, same. Look, CAD JPY, sell, big sell-off, you see? And then NZD JPY, which one? NZD JPY. Also, it's not by chance. It's because the JPY is strong. It doesn't mean if the JPY is the weakest currency, it can be strong at some point. When these things have been buying like this, they can't push up any further. Again, you see, they have been pushing up, like NZD JPY has been pushing up like this. It can't push up any further. What happens? Crash, sell, big sell-off. You go to USD JPY, same thing. Price had been pushing up like this, then crash. Do you understand? So that is the powerful strategy that I wanted to share with you guys. Don't forget to share the content. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Yeah, let's keep downloading money, guys. Let's keep pushing. Let's keep pushing. I'll give you another video before the end of the week. If I have time. If I don't have time, please bear with me. I'll try to make you guys another video. I know it's a bit difficult when you are starting, but just hang in there. Keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? So if you start now, imagine where you are going to be in like a year or 2 or 3 years from now. You know what I'm saying? So some people will say, you guys are lucky. You understand these things. These things are difficult for us. But there was a time we also didn't know these things, right? So keep going, guys. Keep going. After this big sell-off, we expect what? We expect a pullback, like price starting to retrace and going up. You know, that's just it. You just follow. It's like a soapy. You just follow what's happening in the market. Price will crash. Like you can see here, it was crashing, then it tries to go up, then it comes down, goes up. So you can clearly see there's a bit of a diagonal resistance there going on. Do you see? There's a bit of a diagonal resistance going on there. So price comes, boom, comes back down. Pushes up, boom, comes back. Pushes further up, boom, comes back. Pushes further. It's not by chance, guys. These things. So if this support here, holds, price can continue crashing. But if it doesn't hold, like I see it might not hold, we might see price crashing all the way down to here, down to there. Then that's when we will expect a retracement of like price trying to push back up there. Do you see what I'm saying? So price was here, went there, crashed, went there, crashed. So there's that more like a ceiling, but it's slanting. You know what I mean? So it's a bit of yeah, man, I guess you understand what I'm trying to say. It's diagonal, or it's slanting or sloping. Right? Then from there it crashes. That's just how simple correlation works. Okay? Let's keep it moving, guys. Let's keep going. I hope everybody's having a profitable week. The market has been very volatile, like I told you on Monday. Today and tomorrow, we expect lots and lots of fireworks. And then we close it off with NFP. On Friday. On NFP, obviously, it's jobs report that happen in the US, or employment change. How many people got jobs? What is the unemployment rate? If the news are positive, like if the data is positive, like we have so many people a lot of people have jobs, and the number of unemployment rate has dropped. Then we will have a strong dollar. But by the look of things, as things are now, we might have, let me just check the US dollar index. I know it will change over the week, but as things are now, we might have, like you can see, price had been pushing all the way up. We might have a negative what? A negative NFP. You know what I'm saying? We might have a negative NFP, because you can see this price has been pushing since the 17th of July. Gadi holiday. You remember, it has been pushing all the way up, coming down, pushing all. So we might see price retracing, like between now and Thursday, we might see price sitting on the support. Then it will push up, create a double top at the top there. Then we'll see it. We might see price crashing all the way back down to there, because price long tested this support. It needs to come back and fill this gap. Like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's just about it, guys. The longs and short of it. Obviously, you can see there is a bit of a diagonal resistance going on there, right? You can see after this price touch here, it went all the way down, pushed a bit up, came down, pushed a bit up. So there is a bit of I don't know if you guys see what I'm saying here. I don't know if you guys see what I'm seeing here. If you look closely, you will see that there's a bit of this going on. There's a bit of that going on, you know? There's a bit of that going on. Do you understand what I'm saying? So from here, if price fails to break that resistance, this is just the US dollar index. If price fails to break this diagonal resistance, it might come touch there, then it will crash and proper. But as you can see, we have that double top touching up there, and then we might see a retracement. If this doesn't create a higher high, like higher than this one, if price pushes, let me just try to show you what I'm saying here with these arrows, right? So as things are right now, price is sitting on this support, right? Excuse me. We expect price to push a bit up. If price doesn't create a higher high there, if price fails to create a higher high, we'll see price crashing to start selling off. If it creates a higher high, if it breaks that high, then we might see price maybe retesting this now support and it continue going up. But as things are now, since we are still below 104.75, we expect price to pull back. Then from there, like I said, we expect what? We expect price to sell off today, like a negative. This thing would have played out so well by Friday, right? Friday 2:30, we have NFP. So yeah, man, let's keep pushing. Let's keep pushing. Let's keep pushing. I didn't intend to make this video too long, but yeah, I hope you learned something from this. Thanks, and let's keep pushing, guys. Let's keep downloading money.